The hidden chains holding you back. Unlock your potential with 3 simple steps that only the 1% do. Welcome to You 3.0, where you can upgrade your life and unlock your potential. You know, most men over 45 think they need another habit, another planner, another trick to fix their life. What they really need is freedom. Freedom from the chains they can't see. Freedom from the beliefs they've never challenged. Freedom from the chaos they tolerate. This video, which is the first of 3 instructional videos to cover the 6 templates in the You 3.0 Lifestyle Operating System Plan, is going to cover the 3 battlegrounds that every man must conquer if he wants to unlock his potential and upgrade his life. Battleground 1. The hidden chains holding you back, the negative internal talk track that has been running for years unquestioned. Battleground 2. Your belief system that you have been conditioned to believe, but is not true. Battleground 3, your living areas that reflect your internal dialogue and belief system. Said another way, your external space mirrors your internal thoughts and beliefs. Battleground 1, hidden chains holding you back. How do you talk to yourself? If someone else were to speak to you in the way that you speak to yourself, would you tolerate it? Would you be their friend? Then why talk to yourself in that same way? Your mind is the operating system of your entire life. It runs on stories, the things you repeat when no one's listening. If those stories say you're too old or too late or too tired, your mind becomes a prison guard. But if those stories say, I'm just getting started, my best years are still ahead, I'm capable, disciplined, and ready, well, then your mind becomes your power plant. This interior review template will help you understand those internal talk tracks and help you rewrite scripts line by line if they need to be rewritten. Because we don't want you to just think positive. Anyone can talk to you about doing that. We want you to think accurately. Truth, proven through disciplined action, becomes belief. Belief, repeated daily, becomes identity. And once your identity changes, everything changes. Let's look at the interior review template. The first column is interior questions, and the second column is what your answers are to those questions. The third column will help you define if it's a true statement. The fourth column is it is a positive or negative attribute. And then the final column is it a false statement? Let's walk through the questions first. Are you happy with your life? If so, what are the top 5 reasons why? If not, what are the top 5 reasons why not? What is holding you back in life? Really think about that. What do you think is holding you back? What habits or lack of discipline maybe is holding you back? What 5 things should you start doing or would you like to start doing? What 5 things should you stop doing? And I know you know what those are. When you listen to yourself think or talk, what limiting beliefs are on your mind? What negative phrases or internal put-downs do you tell yourself? What negative comments do you remember hearing, maybe from your parents or friends growing up? You can stay high level on writing the answers to this particular row because on the next table we'll go deeper. Are you an optimist or a pessimist? What do you believe in? And that could be in a wide range of topics. What do you not believe in? Do you have a growth mindset or a fixed mindset? What are your top 3 successes and the top 3 perceived failures in your life? Okay, so those are the questions. Let's talk about how to actually fill them in. For each answer, write down, is it a true statement or a false statement? If it's a true statement, that's fantastic. Just leave it there. For the ones that you put in the true statement, ask yourself, is that a positive or negative attribute? For all the ones you moved into the false statement section, it's important that we begin rewriting those or reframing those false statements into what is truth or what is positive and positive affirmations. So for all the ones you move into the negative attribute section, we need to dig deep and understand what you are doing or not doing and why. Are many of the negative attributes lining up in a common theme or fundamental issue? They usually are. Are they real or not? Are they tapes from the past or present day? Do they come from you or from someone else? Write down your thoughts, feelings, and emotions. Don't filter them. And once you get a first pass done, come back and look at it several times over the next few weeks. Another best practice that you can do is share some of these ideas with a close friend, confidant, or life coach and get their feedback and coaching. Okay, let's move on to battleground number 2. Your mind. Is that your prison or your power? You've probably heard the elephant rope story. Grown elephants that can uproot trees, yet somehow they stayed in place, tied to a tiny stake with a thin rope. Why? Because when they were young, that same rope and that tiny little stake in the ground held them back. It held them down. They couldn't move. They were conditioned to believe they could not break free. Does that sound familiar? We do the same thing. We say things to ourselves, well, I'm not smart enough, I'm not young enough, or I'm too old, or it's too late. But those aren't facts. Those are recycled lies. The first step to transformation isn't adding more things onto your plate or trying to do something new. It's about removing the lies that still control you. When you identify a belief that no longer serves you and you replace it with a truth, you snap the rope. You break the chains holding you back, holding you down, keeping you stuck. So let me walk you through how to complete this next table. And it's going to take some work. It's going to take a few passes, but it's really, really important that you take your time and do this right. This is where the transformation really happens. In column 1, I want you to just list any and all negative internal dialogue or limiting beliefs that go through your mind during the day. In fact, you can capture them anytime during the day, morning, noon, or night. But once you identify them, write them down, get them down into this table. In the second column, you're going to ask yourself, where is this coming from? Who said this to you? Where did you hear it or read it? Why do you believe this? Why are you telling yourself this? Are they tapes from the past or present day? Are they real or not? In column 3, you're now going to ask yourself again, are these true today? Are there facts to support this internal dialogue or limiting belief as if it was true today? What I've found for myself and in life and career coaching clients is that they are not true 90, 95% or more of the time. Further, most people realize that even in the past, 90% of these notions or concepts were not true back then. And if they might have been true for just a brief moment in time, that's all they were, a brief moment in time. Somehow these falsehoods or half-truths took on a life of their own and remained in your mind far past their expiration date. The point is that these are your own personal elephant ropes, and now you can break free easily without any effort. No more shackles. They're not true. The final column helps us rewire our brain. You can and should rewrite and reframe these false narratives into a positive affirming statement or statements that is true today. And there are a ton of positive affirming statements in the lifestyle plan. So you've got a lot to choose from if you don't have some off the top of your head. But the important thing is this. Do this process over several weeks. Do it over 3 or 4 passes. And again, share this with your life coach or confidant. Assuming you've done these first 2 tables, now let's move on into the next battleground area, battleground number 3, which is controlling your space. How you do one thing is how you do everything. Once you cut the mental elephant ropes and are now thinking more clearly and accurately, it is time to manifest your newfound freedom in the real world. Freedom without structure becomes chaos, and how you do one thing is how you do everything. Let's take a look at your environment. Your environment preaches much louder than your intentions. Look around you right now. Every item in your space is saying something about you and who you are as a person. Is it saying, I'm in control, or I've surrendered? So if you want your mind to feel powerful, make your space reflect that power. What goes on in the interior operating system of your mind can be reinforced, or it can be under attack from your physical environment. So let's think about it this way. In your physical environment, you want to remove anything that is not excellence from your life. You want to get your life organized, decluttered, get your space under control, and align with your new way of thinking. So clean and organize your office, your car. Pick one room in your house each day. Do your garage, backyard, front yard, side yard. Take before and after pictures. How did you feel about your space before the photos? And then, how did you feel about your space after the photos? Everyone that has done this process comes back and raves about it. In fact, many of them comment they want to do this at least a couple of times a year. In short, they find that less is more. Fewer things to manage means more time for the big, important, and fun stuff in life. You'll feel the difference instantly. The environment becomes a mirror for the man you're becoming. And how you do one thing is how you do everything. Let's summarize what only the 1% do. They do the work that others won't do or can't do. They break the hidden chains. They rewire their mind based on what is true today, not what they have been conditioned to believe. And they ensure their living space aligns with their belief system and their new identity. Do those things and you'll stop living by default and you'll start living by design. That's you 3.0. You're unlocked and you're unblocked. You're creating the next version of you, the man who consistently and confidently can answer one of the hardest questions they'll ever face. Would you be led by you? If you like what you see, download the plan at joel-davis-shop.fourthwall.com for a limited time only, for only $9.99. Of course, we have a money-back guarantee if you're not satisfied. Please hit the subscribe button in the bottom right corner of the video. And if one of your friends needs to hear this or see this, please like this video and share it with them. In the next instructional video, From Stuck to Unstoppable, Build the Mission, Map the Goals, and Live the Vision, I'll show you exactly how to upgrade your life and transform that potential into a powerful new reality with the next set of templates in the U 3.0 Lifestyle Operating System. Thank you for your time. One team, one goal. Let's go.